As you may know, Liam had made another game and another show besides Augie and the Cockroaches. The show was called Space Goofs. It stars 5 aliens who crash land on Earth, and after their spaceship crashes into an asteroid, the aliens' names were Intino, the purple alien who invents a machine, Candy, a green alien who cares for the aliens, Gorgeous, a blue alien who likes to eat different types of food, Bud, an orange alien who enjoys watching TV, and Sirio, the two-headed alien who has a huge sense of knowledge. All 5 of them use a device called the SMTV. They use this device in most episodes to disguise themselves as different people or objects. They often try to build a rocket ships to fly back to their home planet. I was a fan of this series until it was cancelled. My favorite episode of the series was Buy Now, Play Later. Pay Later. The episode's plot was about an evil salesman popping out of nowhere in the alien's home and starts selling them tons of useless junk to make a quick buck. What I'm here to talk about today is an alternative version of this episode. The date was around September 5th, 2018. I was at my local DVD store and I saw Space Goofs on DVD. The DVD was 10 episodes, and to my surprise, it had the Buy Now, Play Later. I went to the cashier and the price came up to $1. I went back to the DVD's contents, and the contained Once Upon a Time, Maybe Baby, Bats in the Belfry, The Flying Rip Van Intino, Backyard Eternity, Bingo Park, Rebel Without a Brain, Showdown at Tiny Town, Prison Pals, Dead Funny, The Pro, Venus Jr., Neighbor Watch, Dingo Bingo, Busy Bee, Party Time in Hell, Cassette's Gorgeous, Our Ancestors, The Humans, and finally Buy Now, Pay Later. I watched episodes 1 to 19 so far, and it was time to watch my favorite episode. The episode started with the title card, and with the title card was all normal as the normal music played. The episode starts with Stereo just asking Gorgeous to open the door with Gorgeous refusing. Candy then gets for the door and reveals an evil salesman, and the episode was normal for a while until the ending, where Intino confronts the salesman. Instead of paying the salesman like in the original episode, instead he lunges on the salesman, causing them to tremble down the hill. Then he starts to beat the salesman up like crazy. I watched in horror as I see the poor man scream for help. The poor salesman tries to get his phone to call the cops, but Intino then stabs the phone with a knife that he had in his pocket. He then grabs the knife that was in the man's phone and stabs him, and then puts him to the wound. Some black stuff later start coursing through Intino's arm, and the black hands emerge from the salesman's mouth. Black Intino with red eyes and burst out from the poor man's body, and of course it splatters on the ground. The black Intino laughs evilly, and then laughs to give me chills down my spine. Intino then picks up the Dale salesman, and then runs back to the house and laughs manically. Then he washes himself up in the bathroom sink as blood began mixing with the water. He then puts him into the closet, and he had very sharp and bloodshot eyes, and then he starts eating what it was. Then he grabs a cup full of kitchen and scoops up the water and then drinks it. I was horrified of what Intino was doing. He then picks up more, and then he looks himself in the mirror and stops. He then turns off the tap and said, "What have I become? I killed a man! Oh God!" Intino then runs out of the house and sees the man's body in horror. He then falls to the ground and lays on the side of his head on the man, and then his face had an expression of utter shock. Tears began to fill in Intino's eyes as he was laying his head. "No, no, no!" Intino cried as the others watched in horror. "No!" Intino cried as it zooms out to show Earth as the screams echoed. The scream was so loud that I had to cover my ears. The Irison then closes. The episode ended with no credits. I ejected the DVD and returned it because it was to case to the shop and got a $1 refund from the cashier. I tried contacting the staff of Liam Entertainment, but they never responded. If you ever find this DVD in your local DVD shop, do not watch it at all costs. And that, my little pretties, was Space Goofs Buy Now, Pay Later alternative episode. a Space Goofs Lost Episode creepypasta written by Affan Jamsari. My final thoughts on this story. Well, I've got to be completely and utterly honest, and this is just how I needed to say. I I did not like this story. I am being 100% completely honest. I did not like this story whatsoever at all. Now, the thing I could definitely say and summarize of how bad this story is, like, I'm not insulting anyone here, but I find this story to be cliched. Just completely cliched. It's probably just like your typical Lost Episode creepypasta. Cliched, like no tomorrow, you know, it's just cliche. That's the main issue with the story. It is so damn cliched. Like, the main issue I have to say was that the grammar was okay. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the grammar was okay. There was nothing wrong with the grammar, but here's the thing. This story of its own self was not good. Like, I'm being completely honest. This story was just not good whatsoever at all. So I'm definitely have to say this story just wasn't that good, and I'm being completely honest. This story was just not good. Like, the story itself was just cliched, and it just wasn't that good. Like, the grammar was okay, and same with the sentence structure, and don't get me wrong, but the whole story of its own self it just wasn't good. That's like the main issue. It just wasn't good. It's the grammar was good, I'm not gonna lie. The grammar was good. The sentence structuring was good. But the whole concept, it really does need a lot of work. And that's the main thing with this story. It just needs a lot of work. Like, maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. But the whole story of its own self was just cliche. Like, it's just really, the DVD being at $1 and you go, the DVD cliche, like this is probably why I don't read a whole bunch of crap pastas and I read some pastas that are decent or good. But in this matter though, I just wasn't really crazy on this story. I never really liked it because of the fact that it was cliched. So that's the main issue I have to say, is that the story of its own self is just not that good. Now, DVD being at $1, like, so many other pastas have done that. Like, I don't get why people, I'm not saying people's names, but why is it that everybody is nowadays keeps saying that? I don't understand why that's the case. Like, why is it that nobody's being original anymore? Is, how I want to know is like, why? Ugh, I really don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know. But I'm gonna be completely honest that this story just wasn't that good. I'm sorry, but this story was just didn't look good. Now, I definitely have to say the episode was just cliche, having Etino or something, or whatever the alien's name is, killing the salesman, like, in a, like, why would there be a reason for him to sit there and do that? Like, there's no absolute reason why, one of the aliens will go back crap crazy and starts, killing, the salesman. Like, there's no reason for that. Like, there's no honest to God reason why there's that being the case. That just didn't make any sense. It's just, I don't know. It's just a cliched story. That's just what I'm having to say. Another thing I could definitely say, and this is another issue, was that there was like bloodshot eyes. Oh my goodness. Why? And then the whole episode, ends without credits cliched. Like, I was kind of hesitant to read this one, but I'm doing it because I know you guys like to do it. But, and I know you guys like to, read these stories, so I'm not being harsh on the author here. I'm not. I'm not being harsh on the author. I'm just saying that this is just my own personal, opinion on this. This story needs a lot of work, and that's the main thing I'm gonna definitely say is that this story just needs a lot of work. Now, what would we do to make this story better? Probably remove the cliches and probably try and make it, better. Like maybe, I don't know, put maybe something, a little bit oh, I don't know. Try come up with something, decent, or even be original with this story, because then that way it'd be more easier and it would be more understandable, and not only that, it would be quite amazing, to be completely honest. But I'm definitely saying that this story just, I don't know, maybe there might have been something, I'm not really sure, but I'm definitely have to say this one just needs a lot more sense. But no, I kind of explain you some certain stuff, so I'm just going to be completely honest, and it's just something. I'm not really sure. Maybe I might be looking at something, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing, I don't know either. But it's just something. I'm just being completely honest. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't really know. But anyway, this story just it just needs more, I think I'm missing something. I really don't know, but this story just needs a rewrite. That's just what I could suggest. But the story itself is just it's not that good. The only thing I'll say was the grammar was okay, and same with the sentence structuring, but the rest of the story was just cliched. It was garbage. Now, like I'm gonna say right now, and like I always continue to say, this is just simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of this story, I'm gonna give this one a 1.5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 10 is because the grammar was okay, and same with the sentence structuring, but it needs to be, revised, and it needs to be fixed up. Like, put it through Google Docs or something, remove the cliches, and the story would be at least better, in my opinion. Now, I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite or anything. I'm just saying that just so I can see, more stories made by you, Affan Jamsari. Now, this is not meant to, I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm only, doing these reviews so I can help you get better with your writing. Now, I guess with that being the case, that being said, what did you guys think about this curry pasta? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what would you have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Feel free to leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comments section down below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and if you happen to be brand new here on this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload, so then you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro, because I'm out.